This is Jamie Drummond for Good Food Revolution. I'm here with Tara Thomas in Carcassonne in the Languedoc, and we're here to speak about the wines of the Languedoc. Now, I have to ask you, Tara,
Yes.
how are the wines of the Languedoc appreciated in New York State, New York City, where you work and live?
Honestly, I think that there are not so many people who know Languedoc wines. That in general the impression is that it's a warm, sunny place. The wines are very easy, but I don't think there's much of an appreciation of all the different types of wines available in the Languedoc and all the different appellations.
I mean, it's a vast appellation. I mean, the Languedoc AOC, which now I just discovered extends down into Roussillon as well,
Yes.
which confuses everyone, including myself. But what do you draw from the Languedoc and Roussillon? Let's say Languedoc and Roussillon. But what do you draw from there? What do you enjoy from there? And what have you learned from your last few days tasting here?
I think the thing I've learned most is just how immense it is and how diverse it is. That Languedoc is such a generalization, it almost means nothing except for the warm, sunny, beautiful south of France. But within Languedoc, if you take some time and really look, there's everything. You know, you have the sparkling wines of Limoux in the far west, and then east, down by the water, down by Sète, you have Picpoul de Pinet. Last night we were drinking Picpoul de Pinet right on the Étang de Tao and eating oysters, and it was absolutely fabulous. I could do that every summer.
Those oysters from there, alongside the Picpoul de Pinet, is one of the better combinations I've ever had in my life, it has to be said.
The good Picpoul tastes like oysters. In fact, you have that oyster shell brininess in the wine, and then the oyster, and it's lovely.
And what else has tweaked your interest?
Well, that, you know, there are a lot of really easy drinking wines here, you know, but if you go up into the higher altitudes, there's some wines that have some real elegance and finesse. I've really been impressed actually by the Terrasse de Larzac wines. And
As a whole, as an appellation.
yes, and in fact, this was an appellation I didn't really know very much about, but after visiting there yesterday and then tasting a great many of them this morning, I do think that there is a difference between the Terrasse de Larzac. I think they do have a personality. They're slightly, to me at any rate, slightly more elegant, have more acidity, have a little bit more, less density, a little bit more finesse maybe, and a lot of the herbal, you know, the garrigue that everyone talks about. I can really taste that in some of the really good ones.
What does garrigue mean to you?
I think you almost just have to walk out the door here and you can smell the garrigue as soon as you start tramping.
Even in
off.
Carcassonne?
Yes, actually, if you go out beyond the castle walls and go
Yes.
for a run, yes, because you can, you know, there's the thyme and the rosemary and the this prickly bush. I don't know what it is, and but the flowers, and right now I think is the perfect time to be smelling it. It rained yesterday, so the ground is a little bit moist. The thyme is in full flower, and it's really a very, you know, someone said to me the other day, "Oh, now I understand herbe de Provence," and it smells a lot better than what you get in the jar that's labeled herbe de Provence. But it is that some of the lavender, thyme, rosemary, and the scrubby brush.
Are there any varietals that have surprised you in your time down here over the last week, shall we say?
Cinsault.
Cinsault?
Cinsault.
Now, why Cinsault?
Because Cinsault is a grape that no one wants to talk about, except the people who really believe in it, and the people who really believe in it are very excited about it. They've described it to me, several people have described it to me, as somewhere between Pinot Noir and Gamay. It's low alcohol, it has a lot of finesse, low alcohol, low sugar. It makes a really lovely, juicy wine. I've had quite a few blends with Cinsault. I haven't had any 100% Cinsault here, but there are some that I've had in the States, like the Rimbert chez Oscar, and they're just delicious. And I really hope to see more Senso.
Well, I have to say, thank you very much for joining us at Good Food Revolution today. I do appreciate all of your answers, giving me a large, me and our viewers, a larger insight into what's going on down in the Languedoc right now. Is there anything else you would like to add?
Thank you for interviewing me. It's always a pleasure to speak with you.